The Raptor name has been famous since 2010 when Ford stamped it on its new high-performance, terrain-destroying, monstrous F-150. The Bronco name has been an icon since 1965 when Ford revitalized the Bronco name in 2021 with its 6th generation model. It was a massive hit. Ford couldn't keep up with the demand and decided to capitalize off the Bronco's success by combining two names. One that represents power, size, and performance, and the other an unstoppable icon. This is the Bronco Raptor. Ford incorporated a lot of traits from the F-150 Raptor and put it into this Bronco Raptor. Number one, the grille. You know when you see this grille with these lights, you got a Raptor coming at you, or somebody who wants people to think they have a Raptor. The next thing is the bulk and the size of this vehicle. F-150 Raptors are massively wide, big trucks. It's why they have to have these lights and the lights on the mirrors. This one is 10 inches wider than a standard Bronco. You also have a 5-inch wider track underneath. It's actually excellent for off-roading. Next thing with the Raptor you get is you get a steel bash plate right here, and you have steel bash plates underneath the truck also. Pretty awesome. Now you get to the Bronco side of this. Bronco side, these headlights, these are traditional Bronco headlights. They are only used on the Bronco. So that way you know when you see those lights, you got a Bronco coming at you. Then you see the grille with the lights. That means Bronco Raptor. All right, so let's take a quick look around here. This does have the Raptor graphic package added onto it. I believe it was about a little over $1,000 for that. The other thing you get with this is this bulky hood. So you get this Raptor stamped hood on here. It's nice. It's like a matte finish. Looks really good. Of course, we get back down here and we're looking at these fender flares. Look at the fender flares on this thing. They are massive. They're huge. And you've got some air vents right here. They are active. They do work as well as the ones in the hood scoop. Okay, so now this is where you've got your lights attached to your mirrors so that people can see you coming down the road at night. Let's get down to these wheels. Look at these wheels. These are the 17-inch optional beadlock capable wheels, and they are on BFGoodrich all-terrain TA KO2s, and they're 37 inches. From the factory, 37-inch tires from the factory. It's crazy. Then you also get the Raptor side steps. These are solid and they are coated. So those are very good about protecting everything. Will help with throwing up mud underneath. Keep that from getting up on the side of your Bronco. As you can see, this is pretty clean. I haven't washed it since they dropped it off a few days ago. This part is removable. So I guess they said that they think this is going to take a lot of damage from rocks and stuff, like this piece right here. So this is replaceable. Of course, here's the rest of the Raptor graphic that is added on to this. It's pretty awesome. There's the removable hard top that comes on it. I believe they only come with a hard top. You don't get the option of the soft top. Back here, this one has, there's the Bronco in black. That I think is super cool. I believe these tail lights are also special Bronco Raptor tail lights. You do get a 5th wheel and tire added onto this, and the brake light mounted up above. There's your Raptor badge right there. Keep coming on around here, and of course, pan out so you guys can see this whole monster. Look at that thing. It is a beast. So awesome. All right, we've got the hood pop now. Now look at this. Look at that. That's pretty cool. It says Ford Performance underneath here. This is the 3.0 liter V6 twin turbo engine that they actually pull out of the Explorer ST. It does have some tweaks, so it actually gets 418 horsepower, 440 foot-pounds of torque, and it is paired to a 10-speed transmission. The gas mileage on this is actually 15 in the city and 16 on the highway, and over these last couple days, including the real-world mile per gallon test that I will link it down below in the description, and at the end of this video when it is ready, we've been averaging around 17. So you can actually get a little more out of this if you don't go too crazy on it, but we're probably gonna get a little crazy on it this weekend. All right, that was your engine. Let's go back here to the cargo area. I was actually surprised at this. This is a decent amount of cargo space. You do have an assisted opening tailgate, so it helps with the weight of this with having that extra tire on there. Flip that up there, and there you go. You can actually see this is actually pretty decent. I was really shocked and surprised at this. So I am gonna load up some luggage. Like if we were gonna take a trip for a family of 5 in this, get the luggage in there, see how much space we have, see if it's functional for a family. Okay, so here is our luggage. We got 3 suitcases of different sizes, and we have a carry-on and 2 duffel bags. So let's see if we can get it all in here and what it's gonna look like. Well, there you go. It's all in there. Plenty of space. You still have space up here to put something. You still put another bag on top of here, and you could probably put a bag on top of this one. So, yep, plenty of room back there. Good job, Ford. Well, now that you know that you got plenty of room to be able to travel in this thing, let's head to the inside and let's see how much space is inside there, how much storage you have, and all the cool Bronco stuff inside. So these doors, of course, everybody knows they are removable. It's actually, I think it's pretty simple to remove these. I know you do have to unplug this, and then I believe there's just a couple, you got a bolt right here, and then there's a nut right up underneath here that you unscrew and the doors just come off. So, and it leaves the mirrors on. It's the plus side of the Bronco, you still have your mirrors. Okay, so door panel, the only thing you have here is your lock buttons, and everything else is here in the center. So you've got your windows all right here and your mirror adjustments there also. And so here is the front. Your front seat is powered with lumbar. And this material, so you have leather on the outside here. This material in the middle is a suede Alcantara. It actually says suede on the window sticker, not Alcantara. So then we're gonna go with that. Blue suede, very nice. Of course, you got a grab handle here and grab handle there in the center and over on that side for the passenger. One thing that would be nice would be, why not a grab handle up above? That would be probably beneficial for someone that's sitting over there. The ones in the front, you know, it will help some, but not for all instances. But the one up top is something that you can really hold on to no matter whether you're rocking back and forth or not. So, all right, so let's get in, let's get this started up, and I will show you some features. Okay, we are all fired up. Raptor for performance, that's a pretty cool graphic right there. I like that. As you can see, we have wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. That is really cool. let's check out a few things that's going on in this truck. So with this infotainment system, of course, you have your pitch and roll over here. You have this bar over here. You switch to your trip 1, trip 2. You can see where your Android Auto is connected. You got your own navigation over here, even with Android Auto connected. And then we can go over, you can turn on your zone lighting. You got off-road status. We can go back to your pitch and roll. You can also hit that button on the side and it brings up and tells you, lets you choose what you want to this way. Next, let's pop over to, let's hit the features. So on the features here, you have your driver assistance that you can set up however you want to. You've got adaptive cruise, lane keeping system. This is loaded with Ford's Copilot 360. So you do get adaptive cruise, you get lane keep assist, you get pre-collision assist, and numerous other traffic safety things. So we go back here and then you have zone lighting. So you can turn all your lighting on around the outside. And just like this, you can hit the power button, turn it on. You can turn on each zone individually if you want to, or you can just hit all zones. Pretty good deal there. Okay, we'll go back. Towing, then this is where you set up your towing. I'm not gonna go through all of that. Those of you that tow probably know how to do that without any issues. And we can go to vehicle settings. And then you can set up anything individually that you want to on this truck. You know, you've got a max, idle, rear occupant alert, which is really annoying. So if you don't have kids, just shut it off. You have a quiet start. Why do you have a quiet start? Because you have an active performance exhaust, which is pretty awesome. So you might want to set that up so you don't drive your neighbors nuts in the mornings. Other than that, you can set up your windows, your wipers, any lighting, your ambient lighting. So that stuff's all pretty standard. You've got your display settings. And then, of course, you have software updates. Your normal Amazon Alexa is on here. So you got your normal functions there. Go to your apps. There's your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Okay, so now let's talk about this interior and how it's laid out. The dash materials are awesome. I love the stitching. The Bronco name here with the code orange. And as you saw, the exterior was also painted in code orange, really bright. Everybody knows you're coming down the road in that thing. Everybody sees it a mile away. If you want to get noticed, get code orange. All right, so now we're gonna go down here and you just have your volume and tune right down here. You do have your camera button, so you've got your 360-degree camera. You can also look at all of your cameras. So there's the front. You can do a wide angle on the front. You can also go here. I think you can. So that's it on that one there. You do have where you shut off your auto start stop. You have a parking assist, and then you've got your play and your track buttons there. You do have dual zone climate control. So that's pretty standard in here. And then you also have heated seats and a heated steering wheel with this package. Then you move down here and you have your standard shifter, which is normal. It's got a lot of carbon fiber right here with a little Bronco on there. And then you've got your grab handle here, 2 cup holders, and then you have your goat mode control right here. With this goat mode control, you have 2 high, 4 automatic, and 4 low. Okay, so up here, you have your sway bar disconnect, you have your front locker, your rear locker, your trail turn assist, and then you have your traction control off and your hazard button. Up above, you have 6 auxiliary switches that you can wire up exterior lights if you would like to. And that's it. And then of course you have your hardtop and you have all of your locks in the corners that you can pop this off, and it does come with a carrier for these tops here. And then there is the rest that you can take off and take the whole top off. This does have a welded roll cage in it, which is pretty cool. Give you a little extra stability when you're out Baja running. Okay, so that was all the functions and features up front. So let's hop in the back and see how much room is back there. Let's get up in here, see how much space there is. My knees are touching, so that's okay. It would be okay. This could be adjusted a little bit more. I could easily scoot this up just a little bit more, give a little bit more room back here. So it's not extremely huge. But it's decent. It's good enough that if you were going to go travel somewhere, especially if you have kids back here. If you got kids back here, no problem at all. Adults, they would be fine back here for a few hours. If you're heading out to the trails or to an off-road park or something like that, not a problem. If you're taking a long distance traveling, they'll probably make some adjustments to give them a little bit more room back here, make them more comfortable. The headroom though, yeah, we're looking at a good 4 to 5 inches. No problem there. It's great. The seats are very comfortable back here. Really like them. Plenty of space for things. You can stick a water bottle in here. You can stick some things down here, your cell phone, whatever you'd like to back here. Really nice. I get a little closer view in here. You can see this blue with the code orange stitching and the code orange material here. It's really cool. I think it's really nice. It looks really good. This actually has the optional code orange seat belts also. Back here, you've got your window buttons right here, and then you do have powered accessories right here. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, that's not a whole lot back here. Got a cup holder right there. Good. First, I wasn't real sure about this blue leather and seating area, but it's really starting to grow on me. So yeah, I think I really do like it. Plus, being from Illinois, you know, they're Illini colors. Not that anybody really cares too much for that, but yeah, there's your door panel, and I like how they're using this kind of like a bungee netting system. This is really cool. I really do like that. That way you can put a lot of accessories in there. All right, so we've been driving this for the last few days, and I have been thoroughly impressed by this. And we did drive a 2-door Bronco Wild Track, and we weren't really impressed with it. One, it was a little small. Although I do like the looks of the 2-door better, it was a little on the small side. We felt cramped, and it didn't seem to want to drive and handle that well. And the engine seemed like it really was struggling to move that vehicle around. Driving this Bronco Raptor with the 3.0 twin turbo in it above the 2.7 liter turbo that's in the standard Bronco, this thing is amazing. This engine gives plenty of power for this truck. Plenty of power. And speaking of power, we're gonna do a launch here, a 0 to 60 real quick. I am gonna switch over to Sport, and I'm gonna let you guys hear this engine and this crazy loud exhaust. So we're gonna pull right out here and ready. All right, we're gonna brake torque. Ready, 1, 2, 3, go. Ooh, we spun them. 60, that was it. That was extremely quick. I actually don't have the numbers on the 0 to 60, but I would not doubt that that is well under 6 seconds. I think it's probably closer to 5. That was impressive. The other thing that I really liked was when we were doing the brake torque on that, it kicked the back end up, and that was pretty cool. So then when we took off, it balanced out and just launched, spun the rear tires. It's crazy. Kind of cruising through town right now. Don't want to make up too much noise. And this thing has a lot of power. It jumps. It's crazy. It's pretty impressive. I really enjoy playing around with it. It's a lot of fun. And with the Baja mode, you actually get to see your tire tracks and which direction you're going, so that's pretty cool. One thing that we noticed right away was driving this. Driving this was easy. It's one of the easiest things that I've ever driven. It's like driving the F-150 Raptor. You feel like you're riding on a cloud most of the time. We can take these country roads out here at a very high speed, higher speed than we normally would take any other car, and you don't bounce around like you do in the car. It is just smooth and steady the entire time, and that is an awesome system. I believe it's also the Haas 4 system with the live Fox shocks. Impressive, love it. They should put that on every vehicle, although I know it's really not cost effective to do so. Really, the only downside that I've really came across is the gas mileage. Because the gas mileage is only 15, it's one of those things where you don't want to get on it too much and just kind of throw your gas away or throw your money away. But if you are spending $80 to $90 to $100,000 for one of these Bronco Raptors, you're probably not too concerned with the price of your gas or gas mileage per se. But if you do, and you are a little worried about your gas mileage, if you're easy on it, you can get over that 15 average and the 16 on the highway, because we've been averaging almost 17, and at times we were over 17. So you can get a little more out of it if you really want to. But that's not fun. This is fun. I mean, it's just awesome. The seats are extremely comfortable. They are really cool. I like the blue suede with the orange, the code orange everywhere. Looks really nice. And even with it being 10 inches wider than a standard Bronco, it's super easy to park this. My wife had no problem parking in between cars. She was a little off to the left a little more because it's hard to see how much bulk you actually have on the right side. She could see what was going on the left, so she would park where she was comfortable on the left side. She had a lot more room on the right side than what she noticed whenever she would turn the camera on after she parked. But it was very impressive. She did a really good job and was not intimidated by parking in between cars. The turning radius on this is so awesome that you don't have to go out wide and cut back. It actually will just turn right into the spot. No problem. The height of this Bronco makes you feel like you're going a lot slower. So make sure you do use your cruise control when you're out on the highway. Otherwise, you will be going a lot faster than you expected to or planned to. It might help you avoid some tickets in that aspect. So no one is coming, so we're just gonna do a little U-turn right here. So I'm gonna pull out, I'm gonna show you this turning radius. Look at this. Turn right around and back out the direction that we came. Super simple, super easy. You wanna hear some more exhaust one more time? Let's go. This thing is awesome. And you can see we're on an old country road and we're not bouncing around all over the place. It is just a super smooth ride. This thing is incredible. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you click subscribe and hit the like button. The other thing that you should do is click on one of these videos down below. The one on the left is going to be the real world mile per gallon test on this Bronco Raptor, and the other one is something that YouTube thinks you might want to watch on my channel. So give them a try, check them out, and if you haven't, and then if you still haven't subscribed, you'll want to subscribe. So just go ahead and do it. All right, thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.